Hello, criminal justice enthusiasts, and welcome back to JudgeSim, I Am the Law. So, let's see what cases we have in front of us today. Marcus Matenson gets into a car accident because of the slogan the energy drink company Bad Bull. Bad Bull Energy Drinks Company. Marcus Matenson crashed into a tree while driving his own vehicle. Marcus Matenson claims that he was distracted by the slogan on the energy drink and crashed into a tree on the side of the road. Immediately after the accident, he filed a lawsuit for compensation against the company that produced the energy drink called Bad Bull and demanded compensation for his damage. In this case, Bad Bull Energy Drink Company attorney Laura Longerhortz is present. First of all, I must point out that the sole culprit of the accident is the stupid slogan of the energy drink company Bad Bull. While driving, I reached for the Bad Bull energy drink in my car's center console to take a sip. It had a strange design, and I kept my eyes on the road. The writing on it caught my attention at the very moment I was driving on a winding road. The stupid energy drink had "never hit the brakes" written on it. I knew I needed to slow down, but this message confused me. Instead of hitting the brakes, I accelerated and crashed into a tree in front of me. Whoever came up with that slogan is going to pay for this. Although we are happy that our slogan is interesting, I thought there is no one who does not know that such slogans have a metaphorical meaning, but unfortunately there is. I'm sorry he crashed, but we're not going to pay for it. Bad Bull Energy Drink. Never step on the brakes. This has got to be one of the stupidest cases I've ever heard, and if it's based on an actual case against Red Bull, I might have to look that up. What is your defense as a company, Miss Lara? That he's an idiot. That would be my defense. First of all, I would like to say that we are sorry for Marcus for being in this situation, but I don't fully understand why Marcus is angry with us. What do you like to say about the claim that the slogan in your company's energy drink can encourage consumers to behave dangerously and therefore cause an accident? We produce energy drinks, as the name suggests. That's not the figurative part. It's called energy drink. But our slogan is designed to attract attention and is clearly figurative. If anyone thinks that our slogan is dangerous, I would like them to look at the slogans of other energy drinks. They will probably never consume energy drinks again. I just got to check real fast and see here. Red Bull lawsuit slogan. Well, Red Bull evidently was sued for $13 million that they settled for because of their slogan "gives you wings," because the drink did not give the person wings. I don't know if I'm more disturbed that somebody actually sued for that and they're that level of stupid, or the fact that the company settled instead of taking them all the way through trial and pointing out that they're that level of stupid. Mr. Marcus, can we get your thoughts on this? Of course, Your Honor. First of all, I should point out that the energy drink I consume does not give energy. On the contrary, it takes your energy, but this is not our topic. In my opinion, the slogan of the energy drink is the only one responsible for my accident. I think you will agree with me. Do you think that every driver who reads the slogan on an energy drink would end up in a situation as you? If I had this accident, any driver can do it. I always drive carefully. The slogan should be removed as soon as possible before it harms more people. I also demand payment for my expenses. Let's get to this decision. Decided to remove the slogan from the energy drink, not cover expenses. Decided to remove the slogan from the energy drink, cover expenses. Decided not to remove the slogan and covered all expenses. Decided not to remove the slogan from the energy drink and not. Yeah, it's a slogan. If you are allowing a slogan to influence the way you live your life, that is a you problem and one you probably should address. I mean, I think I'm more upset about the fact that I looked it up and found that Red Bull actually had an issue with their "gives you wings" slogan. As I said, the fact that anybody would be moronic enough to suggest that somehow that slogan would actually mean that the product would give them wings. Let's move on to another case. Let's just move on to another case. Hopefully this one doesn't have people that are idiots. Well, he may be an idiot, but it could be for a very different reason. All right, let's see what you did to get yourself in this situation, sir. Diobra ridden. Insult and beating. Diobra ridden was tried for assault. Did not like the judge's decision during trial. I think I know which case this is based on. Oh, this one's going to be good. Diobra, who jumped from the defendant's podium to the judge's seat, attacked the judge. Yep, I do know which one this is. I actually watched this case, and he ended up changing his plea to guilty partway into the trial when he realized just how badly it was going to go for him. After the intervention of the security forces, he was calmed down with difficulty. He was recharged with intentional manslaughter after attacking the judge. Diobra written, I'm not sane. I'm crazy. I'm having delusions these days. You can't judge me. There's one piece of digital evidence in this case. Oh, I am curious what they have here. Yep. Alright, this is a fairly accurate image here from the real case. And I'm not laughing at it because it is a very serious case. This judge was injured. The judge was an elderly lady. She was just basically doing her job. And it's sad that this happened to her. Basically, this guy was a repeat offender. He had done a lot to get himself in trouble before, but he somehow thought that he should be given another chance. He shouldn't go to jail. The judge was sentencing him to jail time for the crimes that he had already committed. Because he didn't like the fact that he was going to jail for that, he breaks away from his defense attorney's table, and he leaps at the judge, tackles the judge to the ground, pulls out some of her hair, screams at her, is, according to the attorneys, attempting to kill her, and then is finally restrained. He ends up being charged with the attempted murder of the judge in a way. So let me see the actual. Yeah, the case is Diobra Delone Redden attacked Clark County District Court Judge Mary Kay Holthus in her courtroom. Now, when the trial came up for this guy, he basically said that he has struggled with mental health issues and he was off his medication at the time. So let's see what he pled guilty to, and we will sentence him accordingly. Alright, so he pled guilty to attempted murder and other charges. Now, I mean, this case didn't give us all the information here, but as I said, I watched the case, so I can make an opinion based on the actual information. Yeah, he was being sentenced on a separate felony at the time. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at what the sentencing guidelines would be for this. Attempted manslaughter. Maximum sentence to life imprisonment depends on the seriousness of the offense. Sentences may range from 3 to 40 years. Assault on the elderly, because she was elderly. and is a sentence of 3 years in prison for that. Assault on public official. All right. Now he assaulted her, and he also assaulted one of the bailiffs and a officer who was also trying to pull him off. So it's 3 years for assault on a public official, so that's going to be 9 years there in my opinion, plus 3 for an assault on the elderly. Alright, so we're definitely finding him guilty. There is a fine of $10,000. So we'll give him that. And then with all these charges together, I would say he's going to serve 30 years. Those are just the charges I was able to find off the top real fast, as well as the sentencing guidelines for him. And I'm going to have him serve those different sentences consecutively. So they won't be served at the same time. I want them served one after the other. So he's going to serve 30 years, which is probably going to be the rest of his life in prison. Because, yeah, I mean, he's got mental issues, but that doesn't mean he should be out on the street ever again. He has shown he's a danger to the public. Alright, so we sentenced that whack job. That was sort of fun. I liked having a case that I actually know the information for. Alright, we got another case here. Repeal of the new enactment that the city of Broad Hill has introduced. Broad Hill Counselor, Animal Rights Association. Recently, there have been numerous reports of stray animal incidents in Broad Hill area. In these reports, it has been stated that stray dogs have particularly attacked people, destroyed wildlife, caused various traffic accidents, and attacked other pets. Said that some people in the vicinity were feeding these stray dogs, and in order to prevent this situation, the animals were asked to be collected by the municipality and euthanized. In response to the situation, the municipality of Broad Hill implemented a new enactment and started to collect the animals. However, the Animal Rights Association reacted to this situation and took various actions and sued the municipality to annul the decision. Animal Rights Association lawyer Ann Caney. We are the reason why these animals have become what they are. We have destroyed their natural environment. We have made them dependent on us, and we now choose to kill them easily because we no longer need them. The municipality doesn't want to sterilize them because it's an expensive method. It's cheaper to kill them instead. This is completely contrary to humanity. It's also a crime. Do not be complicit in this crime. Look, this is no longer sustainable. We can't deal with this by neutering animals. They reproduce very quickly, and it is very difficult to prevent this. Our streets are not safe. There are hundreds of reports of attacks every day. At night, our children can't go out safely. These animals have now become gangs and have become real dangers. The main thing here is the safety of human life. They care a lot about animals. They can take them and take care of them in their homes. But we will not stop this now. There are no animals on the street. This is important for their quality of life. They live in very bad conditions on the street and die under a car. This is an interesting case because I'm really wondering if this is about animals or if this is about something like either the homeless or immigration issue with just some of the wording here. Yeah, I'm very curious on that. I'm not sure. Citizen injured after a stray dog attack. Reports of dog attacks, 4,731 cases. Good lord. Alright. Mr. Belasco, why do you prefer to euthanize animals instead of placing them in shelters and neutering them? Your Honor, we do not get enough budget from the government for this. For the current number of animals, it is necessary to build a lot of shelters. As we build them, their population will increase even more. Sterilization is unfortunately costly for us, Believe me, it will not be a permanent solution. It's just a temporary solution to save the day. Finally, I would like to say this. If we don't euthanize these dogs today, we'll have to do much more than that in the future. Miss Caney, what is your proposed solution to this issue? Your Honor, they find money for whatever they want, but when it comes to animals, they say we don't have money. Killing them can't be the solution. This is primitiveness. We are a developed country. We can solve this problem without killing animals on the street. Their lives are no less valuable than ours. And we must not forget, we can't solve this problem as long as there are people who buy animals to satisfy the monetary whims of their spoiled children, then throw them out irresponsibly. Those who bring animals from abroad for breed dogs and trade in this business, and people cannot take care of their pets and lose them. And we must not forget this. We cannot solve this problem as long as there are people who buy animals to satisfy... Yeah, you already said that one. In other words, instead of killing animals as priority, we should educate people. This one's a really tough case for me. I am a huge animal lover, so I hate to see the animals suffer. But the fact of the matter is, the animals are suffering as it is. Leaving them out on the street definitely is not the answer. This one actually does trouble me. And as I said, I'm looking at both as a human issue as well as an animal issue, because I think this is occurring much more today with humans than it is with animals. And the fact of the matter is, I think with humans also, just leaving them out on the street isn't an acceptable answer. And while I agree with her, we should punish people who get animals and then abandon them and such, that's a separate situation. We should punish those people without question. In fact, one of my pups that's here right now with me, we found her actually out in the desert. She had been abandoned, which happens sadly in my area a lot. People will take their dogs out to the desert that they don't want and just abandon them. I personally think those people should be facing jail time for it, because that is disgusting and immoral. I am a strong believer in having your pet spayed or neutered. I always take care of that with my animals, because yeah, it is wrong to just let them breed out of control. At the same time, I do understand the city's position here that just doing that would take an enormous amount of money that we don't have right now for that city. And it's still not going to solve the situation because of the fact that it's so out of control. You have to start somewhere. I don't feel great about this one. But I'm going to go with that decision. That one was a tough one for me. As I said, I sort of see it in both ways. And I apply it both for animals as well as humans. Just saying, it's inhumane to force humans off the street or something, if they're posing a risk to the rest of society, I disagree with. The greater good has to be considered, and in this case, yeah, it stinks. I hate it for the animals in this case, but that was my decision. So on that note, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode a bit troubled myself. We had one case that was really stupid, one case that really made me excited because it was a case I knew about, and then one case that really troubled me. If you liked the episode though, please go ahead and click that like button. If you've not already, please subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon, so that you're aware when I produce new videos in the future. Thank you, and I hope to see you all back for more JudgeSim.